Welcome to Explore Ages, where we investigate the mysteries of time. In the first episode of this series, Creation of the Universe according to various religions and mythologies, we explored the creation of the universe with ancient Mesopotamian religion and mythology. Now in this second episode, we are exploring the creation of the universe with the ancient Egyptian religion and mythology. Ancient Egyptian religion and mythology developed over a span of more than 3,000 years, from the early dynastic period, around 3100 BCE, to the end of the pharaonic era, 30 BCE, with the death of Cleopatra and the Roman conquest of Egypt. Ancient Egyptian religion and mythology form the bedrock of the civilization's spiritual and cultural identity, deeply influencing daily life, governance, and the afterlife beliefs of the ancient Egyptians. It was a polytheistic system with a vast pantheon of gods and goddesses, each associated with aspects of the natural world, human experience, and cosmic forces. Central to their belief system was the concept of Ma'at, or divine order, which emphasized balance, truth, and justice, maintained by both the gods and the pharaohs, who were considered divine rulers. The mythology is richly woven with tales of creation, life, death, and the afterlife. In creation myths, the universe emerged from Nun, the primordial waters of chaos, with gods such as Atum, Ra, and Ta playing key roles in shaping the cosmos. The mythological framework also included stories of familial conflicts, such as the battles between Osiris, the god of the underworld, and his brother Set, the god of chaos, which symbolized the eternal struggle between order and disorder. Deities like Isis, wife of Osiris, and mother of Horus, and Horus, the god of the sun, were venerated for their roles in protection, kingship, and resurrection. Egyptian religion also placed great emphasis on the afterlife, believing that life continued beyond death if proper rituals were followed, including the preservation of the body through mummification. This religious and mythological system, preserved through texts like the pyramid texts, coffin texts, and the Book of the Dead, reveals a complex worldview where gods, nature, and humanity were intricately connected, ensuring the continuation of life and the stability of the universe. According to the Egyptian religion and mythology, in the very beginning, there was only Nun, the chaotic, dark waters of nothingness. Nun was boundless and infinite, containing within it the potential for all life and creation. Out of this endless sea of chaos, the first land emerged, a primeval mound called the Ben stone, which symbolized stability and the beginning of creation. From the Ben stone, the first god, Atum, appeared. Atum was a self-created being, representing both the source of all life and the concept of completeness. Realizing that he was alone in this vast emptiness, Atum decided to create more gods to help shape the universe. According to myth, he either spat or ejaculated to produce his two children, Shu, the god of air, and Tefnut, the goddess of moisture. Shu and Tefnut, representing the air and moisture necessary for life, went on to create Geb, the god of the earth, and Nut, the goddess of the sky. Geb and Nut were deeply in love, and in early myths, they are seen locked in an eternal embrace. However, their father Shu, the god of air, separated them, pushing Nut upwards to form the sky and allowing Geb to form the earth below. The space between them became the world where life could exist. The separation of Geb and Nut allowed the physical world to come into being, with Nut forming the sky, and Geb becoming the fertile ground. Nut, the sky goddess, was also responsible for carrying the sun across the sky each day. At night, she swallowed the sun, and it traveled through her body, only to be reborn again the next morning. As the sky goddess, Nut gave birth to 5 major deities who would play a crucial role in Egyptian mythology: Osiris, Isis, Set, Nephthys, and Horus. These gods became central figures in the stories of life, death, and rebirth. Osiris, for example, was associated with the underworld and resurrection, while his wife, Isis, became known as the goddess of magic and motherhood. Their son, Horus, was a sky god who was closely linked to the concept of kingship and protection. The myth of creation also involved Ra, the sun god, who was believed to travel across the sky during the day and journey through the underworld at night. Each night, Ra would face dangers and challenges, battling the forces of chaos, such as the serpent Apophis, to ensure that the sun would rise again in the morning. This daily cycle of Ra's journey symbolized the constant process of death, renewal, and creation. In another version of the creation story, the god Ptah was credited with creating the universe. According to this belief, Ptah brought the world into existence not through physical action, but through the power of his mind and speech. He conceived all things in his heart, which was considered the seat of thought, and then spoke them into being. This version emphasizes the power of thought and words in shaping the universe. In addition to these gods, Egyptian mythology described how various aspects of nature, such as the Nile River and the stars, were intimately tied to the divine. The annual flooding of the Nile, which brought life-giving silt and water to the farmlands, was seen as a form of divine renewal, echoing the themes of rebirth found in the myths of Osiris. These creation myths were not just stories. They were deeply intertwined with the Egyptians' understanding of the cosmos and their place within it. Temples and rituals were designed to maintain the balance, known as ma'at, between order and chaos, ensuring that the world would continue to function harmoniously. The Egyptians believed that their gods had set the world in motion, and that it was the responsibility of humans, particularly the pharaoh, to maintain that cosmic order through worship, offerings, and righteous living. In essence, the ancient Egyptian creation stories reflected a worldview in which the universe was born from chaos, shaped by divine forces, and sustained through a delicate balance of life, death, and renewal. These myths provided a framework for understanding not only the origins of the world, but also the rhythms of nature and the responsibilities of humanity in keeping the universe in balance. We hope you enjoyed our second episode. In the third episode of this series, we'll explore how the universe is created according to the Hinduism. If you found this journey fascinating, please like, comment, and share your thoughts. We want to know what intrigues you about the origins of life and the universe. Don't forget to subscribe to Explore Ages and turn on notifications for more deep dives into the mysteries of time, myth, and history.